Howdy, I'm Jim Maga, and this here, and I'll show you in a second, is my 2020 Harley Davidson RoadKing. I haven't really done any performance upgrades or anything to it, but I will say this: the stock mufflers are not loud enough. I went to a party recently where my wife was at, and everybody was sitting outside. I pulled up in the front. Nobody knew I was there because the bike is so quiet. And on the highway, that's probably not the best thing to have. You want to be able to hear it a little bit. So I bought these off of Amazon, Sharkroad mufflers. They have a baffle in them. You can remove the baffle if you want. I'm not going to remove the baffle. I just want the bike to be a little bit louder than what it is right now at this point. So I've got the box of pipes here. I'm just going to put on some slip-on mufflers. I'm not going to do a video of how to do it or anything like that. I'm just going to unbox the mufflers and make sure that everything is fine with them before I even start taking the bags and everything off the bike. And I'm going to do a little bit of video for a minute or two on at a certain distance from the pipes so that you can hear the bike, how it sounds originally with the stock pipes. And then if the other pipes are okay to put on, we'll see how much louder it is. So I'm going to set my phone up to take a picture, well, take video of the bike with the pipes probably about 3 feet away. We'll start the bike up, I'll run it, and then when I replace put the other pipes on at the same distance, 3 feet, we'll start the bike up and run it, and hopefully it won't blow out too bad on my phone so that you can hear it without a lot of static or crackling or crap. All right, here goes. Bye. So again, here's my 2020 Harley Davidson RoadKing. There are a couple of additions I put on here. I put this rest. I put a backrest for my missus who likes to ride. And I just put a couple of Willie G skull things on it. On the timing cover, on the gas cap. And I have another one over here on the clutch cover right there. But that's it. And all I really want to do now is get a set of pipes on here. Oh yeah, I put these little heat shields on, and a little bag on the windshield. When I ride around in town, I take the windshield off, because unless I'm on the highway, I mean, I don't like the windshield. I like the wind in my face. That's why I didn't get an Ultra Glide or any of that, because my wife wanted me to get an Ultra or an Ultra Classic with the stereo and the GPS, and to me, you know, personally, I just don't like all that extra stuff. So here's the bike. It's brand new. I mean, I've got 2,000 miles on it. I bought it in June, and we're now at like the 21st or the 22nd of September. If you look in the paint, the stripes are actually made up of bar and shields. That's pretty cool, huh? I've had a lot of bikes over the years. I've had Hondas, several Hondas, Suzuki. I had a Victory Vegas, which was performance-wise way far and above this. Then I had a 2001 RoadKing, and then a few years ago I sold it because I had blown a disc out of my back, and I was afraid after the surgery that I would ride right away and then screw my back up again. Well, it's 5 years later and I got another one. And I mean, this bike for me, it's comfortable. It's not fast, it's not nimble. But it's, you know, you can get on a highway on it. And that's why I got it. Here's the pipes I bought. Sharkroad, oh boy. They're not Vance and Hines, they're not Reinhardt's, they're not Screaming Eagles. They were a cheap pair of chrome plated pipes that I bought off of Amazon. And I'm going to open this box up. On camera, just to make sure that everything is good, that they weren't damaged in shipping, or that there isn't any defects in the chrome or anything, because if there is, they're going right back. I mean, made in China, so who the hell knows. Well, they put some foam in here, that's a good thing. They seem to be packed fairly efficiently. I'm going to save all of this stuff in case I have to send them back. So I'm working with one hand here because I don't have my phone on a tripod or anything. All right. Here's the hardware. All right, I'm going to shut this off and open them up. So far, so good. I don't see any obvious damage through the plastic. So I'm going to shut this off and we'll see. We'll go from there. Okay, so I've got my phone set up just about 3 feet from. Got my tape measure out here. Yeah, it's like 38 inches from the pipes. So let's just start it up so you can hear what it sounds like. So I ran it up to 2,800 RPMs. And the reason I ran it up to 2,800 RPMs, one time I was pulling into Hampton Beach at the boardwalk, and the DOT was out and they were checking the sound of all the bikes. And they said that at 2,800 RPM, it had to be under 106 decibels. And my bike at the time was a Victory Vegas with some aftermarket pipes and a little bit of modification to them. And well, they were actually pipes sold by Victory, but they had modifications made to the baffles by me. I drilled a small hole through the end just to get a little more airflow out of them. It wasn't about noise level, it was about airflow. And it rang right up at 104 decibels. So at 2,800 RPM. Now I didn't have a tachometer on the Victory. All I had was a speedometer, but they had like a tachometer that the guy held up to. One guy held it up to the spark plug wire or something, and the other guy had it at the decibel meter about 2 feet away from the pipes. So that's why I ran this up to 2,800 RPM, because that was the benchmark that they were using. Okay, so I'm going to start replacing these pipes. It should take me about 20 minutes to a half an hour, maybe an hour tops. And I'm not going to show a video of how to replace the pipes because there are hundreds of them on YouTube now, and that would be redundant. Okay, thanks, bye. All right, so we're set back up. Pipes are on. My dog's barking. Everything's nice and tight. Let's see how it sounds. There you have it. I think it's time for some wind therapy. What do you say?